Hi everybody, I'm Rodney Beagle.
I'm Jeff Means.
I brew the beer at Colony Handcrafted Ales. Today is a special edition. Why don't you introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, hey, I'm Jeff with Kansas City Cider Company. We just did a collaboration together.
That was my collaboration dance.
I don't know what I just did. I was just following.
Everything's better when you work with somebody else, especially local. So that's what we went out, that's what we set out to do. Cheers. Jeff's from KC Cider Co. This is a graph. A graph is beer and cider mixed together. Hey Jeff, who thought up a graph?
Well, it's actually from a famous book called The Dark Tower, which is a Stephen King novel. And
So wait, this is a fictional beverage?
this is fake. This is not real. And we're not the first ones to do it, but we're some of the first ones to do it in Kansas City.
So in the book, it's described as a stout-colored apple-based beverage. We as brewers, of course, took that and ran with it.
Yeah, there are several different kinds. A lot of them are lighter, pale ale colored, but we decided why would we do that for our first one? Let's just go big or go home. So this one is, as you can see, nice and dark and stout. And we'll get into the tasting notes here in a minute, but this one really does take you on a journey. See what I did there?
The journey. They did the journey.
I wonder why we called it that.
All right, let's get into the review, shall we?
Let's do it.
Roma. The first thing I get, look at this beer. You don't think that it would smell like cider, but the first thing I get is apple cider on it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm getting the apple cider. I'm also getting the cranberry. A lot of cranberry on the nose.
So, let me give you the rundown. We did 30 gallons of a brown wheat ale, 20 gallons of a pretty neutral, I'll let you touch on the cider.
Neutral, semi-medium acidity, pretty dry cider.
And then, just to make it our own, to put our own little twist on it, we added about 4 gallons to that mixture of cranberry pomegranate, 100% all natural juice at time of kegging. So it gives it that cranberry juiciness that we were just talking about.
I'm getting some toastiness in there too.
A little bit of like
as it warms up a little.
Roast, yeah. This beer, we called it the journey because it changes as you drink it, and there's so many layers to it that one after the other.
Yeah, it's really just different. As it warms up, it just keeps changing and gets more and more complex.
The cool thing about a fictional beverage is there are no rules. Flavor.
Man, Rodney, this is apple forward.
Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely. Kind of a mind trip with how it actually looks and pours. The carbonation on this is, we made it, we actually thought about it long and hard, and we made it similar to that of a cider. So it's almost a cider experience.
Except it doesn't look like it at all. It really does mess with your head when you taste this, because you're expecting like a nice, almost robust porter based on the color, and instead you're getting almost sweet, but not overly sweet.
No.
Cider. I'm getting some berry in there too, and of course the beer is in there. Right?
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
taste
yeah.
it. It rounds it out.
We used some flaked oats and some white wheat in this to give it kind of a softness, kind of a pillowiness, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah. Yeah, the carbonation kind of cuts it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall. All right. So overall, it's trippy, man.
We called it the journey for a reason.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Absolutely.
It takes you on an adventure from beginning to end. It looks like one thing, it starts to taste like another thing, and then surprises you with the finish.
Boom. So at 6.5%, this guy is robust for sure. Yeah. What do you think, Jeff?
I think this is really good. I think we just took something out of a novel, and I think that this is a really great first volume in a series. Is what I think.
So, here's to Graph, and here's to many more collaborations in the future. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Am I allowed to say this is really good? Like, I'm into this.